Hi, guys. Happy April. I wanted to talk to you this morning because April is such a pretty month. I couldn't miss the first day of April without talking to you. It's also National Poetry Month, which is one of my favorite things, which is why also I'm wearing my Word Lady mask. You can make one too. You just get a mask and you clip out words from the newspaper or magazines and glue them on there and decorate it. I was going to wear it over my eyes like that, but it makes my glasses fog up, so I decided to skip it. But I wanted you to see it anyway. So there you have it. Poetry is a really cool thing. It's a fun way to write without having to write something long, because nobody wants to write a really long poem for some reason. I don't know. Anyway, what poets do when they write is they take a big idea and they bring it down into one little raindrop or one little star, one little burst of creativity. And it's so much fun and it's so easy. All you have to do is use your senses, think about things that you love or things that make a really strong feeling come up for you, and start writing down all the words that pop into your head. And then throw them around in the air and mix them up and leave them on the page. There's a great poet that you guys should check out, and he has a book called, look at that cover, it's called Complete Nonsense. And his name was Edward Lear. He was a great poet, and he just wrote really silly things. There was a young lady of Troy whom several large flies did annoy. Some she killed with a thump, some she drowned at the pump, some she took with her to Troy. There's just really funny. These are all limericks, but limericks are kind of tricky. You have to really count stuff. You have to do math at the same time. So it's more for bigger kids. He did ABC poems. So some of you guys have done ABC notebooks and ABC picture books, and he did ABC poems. T was a tortoise all yellow and black. He walked slowly away and never came back. Pretty fun. He also wrote new names for fantastic things. Just had so much fun with words, and he became very famous for it. Today, I want to talk to you about writing color poems, because color poems are super easy. What you do is you think about a color that you love and all the things that color reminds you of. So I got out this book again that I showed you the other day, and in it you'll remember that she has one page where she puts a whole bunch of colors and then she puts words with them, and I thought, if I want to write a poem with colors in it, that might be a good place for me to start. So that's what I did. I got out my paints and I painted the top row, and then I got out my pastels and I colored, and you can use crayons or colored pencils. I colored the other rows, and I gave each color a name. I've still got some more to go. There's a yellow one here that I just had to call Warriors because it's the Warriors color. There's an orange that I called Basketball. There's a red that's Cherry. There's Lipstick. There's Fire Truck. Purples, you know me, and purple doesn't really happen. But there was a pink I liked, so I called it Petal. There's a blue that I called Blue Jean Baby, and one that I called Dark Night. And then there's a green down on the bottom, a dark one called Sherwood Forest. That's where Robin Hood lived. And then there's a springier green that I called Stem, and this beautiful deep one that I call Park Bench. For some reason, just seeing a green park bench makes me so happy. It just makes me so happy. One thing you can do is look around for things at your house that are the color that you want to write about. So I was thinking of the color yellow because I know a lot of you like yellow. And so I found this daffodil. And I thought, I want to use my senses on this daffodil. Not taste, of course, because I'm not going to eat the flower. But I have tasted other yellow things. So it smells so sweet, but so light. So I could say yellow smells like daffodils, light and sweet. What have I tasted that's yellow? Once we made popsicles with lemonade. So you could say yellow tastes like a popsicle made of lemonade. Drink it in the shade. You know. This little girl lives in Taiwan, and she was in my 3rd through 5th grade poetry class a long time ago, and she wrote, "Yellow is the sun. Yellow tastes like lemons. Yellow sounds like singing. Yellow feels warm. I want yellow shoes today. I like yellow." Isn't that great? I love her poem. So I think you should challenge yourself to write a color poem. If you find out from one of your grown-ups how to spell the color that you like, write it across the top. And then for the first line, think of something that really, really sums it up. Like she started with, yellow is the sun. So your first line could be, your color is something. And then your next line could be, yellow looks like, or tastes like, or sounds like, or feels like. Name any senses that you can think of. And your grown-up can help you with putting the beginning of the sentence, like the, red tastes like cherries. Bake them in a pie. Try it that way. And then at the bottom, think of something really great that you want to say about your color. And then you can say, I love orange, or I love green. Whatever your color is, stick with the same color all the way through the poem, by the way. Whatever you want your color to be, just stay with it. And of course, you got to make yourself a little book to keep your poems in. This one I made out of 4 pieces of paper. I cut them in half, and then I put them inside some pretty paper and just stapled them, or had you can have your grown-up staple it. And then I always put tape over the staples so that I don't rip up my fingers. And we made these books a lot at school, so you know how to do it. And then I like to put a sticker or a stamp or both on the cover. Super easy. I hope that you will try writing a color poem and send it to me. Okay? And I'll talk to you soon about other poems that you can try.